Goodbye 2024 and hello 2025. In today's Tom's Take, we're going to take a look at the Portland real estate market and what happened in 2024. And I'm going to show both some of the high points and some of what I'm going to call the low points in the market. I encourage you to watch because it's really interesting. And after that, we're going to dig into what the experts are saying, predicting for 2025, and wrap it up with Tom's Take at the end with what I think 2025 is going to look like. So let's jump right in here to the 24 real estate market and take a look at this table. And there's a lot of information here. So if you would like this information, reach out to me, either send me a DM if you're on social media, send me an email, and happy to send you this info. But if we take a look at new listings, if we look at the highest level new listings in the metro area, it was the Tiger, Tualatin, and Wilsonville area. And there's a very distinct reason for that. There's a lot of new construction in this area. So you can see that, not only were listings up for the year, they're up 10%, sales were up 15%. So definitely a high spot. If we look at low listing areas, one of the lowest areas for new listings was Gresham. It was down almost 9%. We'll kind of take a look at sales here. And people probably think 2024 was a slow year. Interest rates were higher. People weren't buying. Well, that's not really true. Across the metro area as a whole, we're up about 4% in sales volume. But take a look at some of these areas. Again, Tiger, Tualatin, Wilsonville up 15%. That's new construction. But also Clackamas and Milwaukee up 14%. North Portland has been slow for the last couple of years. It was actually up almost 9%, 8.7%. But some areas are down. Southeast Portland, down 6.8%. So, it really varies where you're at in the metro area. Price wise, no surprise here where the highest prices are. It's West Lynn and Lake Oswego, followed by kind of the Bethany area out in Washington County. But if you're looking shopping based on price, you're going to want to take a look at Southeast Portland or Gresham. Their average price is about $480,000. Also kind of looking at price changes. Some of the biggest changes were in Gresham. Prices are up 5%. Across the metro area, where we're up just about 2%. So like I said, even though interest rates were up, prices continue to rise, and that has to do with inventory, which we'll talk about here in a second. But we got sales up 5% in Gresham, 4% in Yamhill County. Some of the lower areas continue to be kind of the old Portland areas, north and northeast Portland. Average price is down a little bit, about 2-3%. So taking a look at inventory, it's still tight. It's up quite a bit from last year, but still based on a balanced market, it is still technically a seller's market, although we're definitely seeing some changes in the dynamics. Inventory is the highest in Southwest Portland proper, and this has been this way for about the last 2 years, and it's 4 months worth of inventory there. Some of the lowest areas happen to be in Northeast and Southeast at 2 months worth of inventory, but as a whole, we're really running under about 3 months worth of inventory, which is pretty low inventory, especially for a balanced market. So let's change gears. What are the experts saying about 2025? The big question is going to be mortgage rates and mortgage forecasts. So here are a number of different firms, companies, what they're predicting rates are going to be. We've got Redfin, we've got Wells Fargo, we've got Fannie Mae, and a number of other ones here. Overall, we're expecting mortgage rates to be in the low to mid sixes. Redfin's being the most, pessimistic, saying we're going to see rates in the high 6s, 6.8. We've got Realtor.com here on the other end at about 6.2, but not expecting a lot of changes to mortgage rates to what we're seeing today. They did tick up here the last several weeks. We'll see what happens now that the new administration's in. Hopefully the markets will settle down a little bit and we'll start seeing some downward pressure on mortgage rates. So let's talk about home prices. Like we said before, home prices continue to be strong. They're not crazy like they've been in the past, but there's still that general appreciation, which we've seen in the metro area. And experts are saying, around a 3% appreciation on home prices. And that ranges anywhere from some predictions of 5.5% increases to Morgan Stanley down here saying price is going to decline 2%. Regardless, it's not expected to swing much either way because the inventory is tight. So home prices are being pretty stable. So here's my take. 2024 was a mixed year for real estate. Despite interest rates in the 6 and low 7s, sales increased slightly across the metro area as, the same thing with home prices increased a little bit. What we found again this year was most people that were buying or selling were doing it for a specific purpose. They're either moving for jobs or family or some other type of life change. We're not seeing a segment of the market moving, that kind of mid segment of the market. They're not doing move ups or move downs. It's really some lifestyle changes that are driving the market. And so if we look at 2025, I think those lifestyle changes are going to continue to drive the market. But I also think more people are going to get into the market just because it's starting to be some normalization of what these rates are and understanding they're not going to come down anytime soon. So if people are thinking about moving or really want to make a move for some sort of personal reason, they're going to bite the bullet and do it. Mortgage rates we talked about, I think they're going to be in the low to mid sixes throughout the year. And I think inventory is still going to be tight because, again, we've got a section of the market that just isn't moving. So, inventory is going to remain the way it is. New construction, we're just way behind on building. So, look for inventory to probably stay in that, 3-month range. So, any questions, or if you'd like some detailed information on that table that I showed you, like I said, email me or DM me. You can reach me at askguilegroup@guilegroup.com. So, like I said, reach out. We'd love to hear from you.